Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Energy Inside Motion. I'm here today with my guest, ERIN SKEETE.
Hi.
So just give a little brief introduction of yourself and what you do.
My name's ERIN SKEETE and I'm an artist from Birmingham.
So around what age did you start making music?
Started making music when I was 12.
Okay.
But obviously I was singing like way before then.
So what sort of music did you listen to when you were growing up that influenced you to make music?
A lot of Beyonce, a lot. Like if I could say like one album to describe my childhood, it would be Beyonce, I Am SASHA Fierce album, definitely. But I think maybe a lot of pop and R&B music. I feel like pop was very different, like when I was younger. I'm only acting like I'm like 50 years old, but R&B, pop.
How did you sort of find the specific genre that you wanted to do?
We just like the artists that I listen to and feel like my voice is like similar to. Obviously now I definitely listen to R&B more than I do like pop music anyway. It just feels like it aligns more with my voice.
Obviously you do R&B. So in what way have you sort of modified R&B to make it authentic to you for like your own style?
I feel like I haven't got authentic spin yet though. I feel like this year my one goal was to just make as much music as possible to find my sound, because I feel like obviously I listen to a lot of artists, a lot of music, and I'll listen to certain songs and I'll be like, oh yeah, like I want to make a song like this, which is cool, but then I don't need to make a song like that. So I feel like I'm just in that creative flow right now and figuring out who I am. Obviously taking influence and inspiration from other people as well, but yeah, I feel like I'm not there yet, but hopefully as time goes on and I'm being more consistent, I'll find it.
So what's your sort of creative process like when making a new record?
For me, I really like how the beat makes me feel. Obviously, sometimes I'll have like producers send me beats that are already made, and then sometimes I'll be in the studio and we make the beat from scratch. Sometimes I'll like give the producer references as well, but then I'm really trying to like not do that, as I said, because I'm trying to be as authentic as possible. Then like inspiration for like lyrics, just life, people I speak to, situations that I'm in, and then sometimes you just have to dramatize a situation to put it into the lyrics.
So what's your sort of songwriting process like, and how do you sort of write a song?
For me, it's melodies first. I feel like once I've listened to the beat, I just record melodies like on the voice recordings, and then I usually like it's a chorus first. I don't know, it's just more catchy, but I don't really have a specific process because sometimes I write at home and sometimes I'm obviously in the studio with other writers, because I don't write all my music, I'm being honest. That's the one thing I want to have more confidence in. I do like working with other writers, but I just want to have a bit more confidence in myself as well.
So could you tell the viewer what the first song that you released was and what the creative process was like for that?
First song. The first song I ever released was when I was 12.
Yeah.
It's not out anymore. You cannot find it.
Okay.
But I think it was more like a motivational song. I did write that with somebody else actually. Because as I said, like even at that age, I know as a kid you are quite confident in yourself, but I wasn't confident to write it all by myself. So we kind of like co-wrote that one, but I think I'm still working on it.
The latest release that you've dropped on streaming, what was the sort of creative process like that, and how did that song come to fruition?
Okay, so the creative process with my most recent release, which was like last year, I was in the studio with a producer called Stevie and then a writer as well, and just like listen to the beat. There wasn't really much to that song, like lyrically. I guess sometimes you just want to make a fun song, other times you want to be deep with it, but that one wasn't really anything deep at all.
How have you learned to sort of build confidence in yourself as an artist as you've gone across your journey?
I feel like I build confidence in myself as an artist just by doing it. I feel like it's important to just take action. That's something that I've been working on this year. Like the start of this year, when I was thinking to myself what I wanted to focus on this year, it was definitely just doing it, taking action and just believe in myself. I feel like if the vision's in your heart, it's in your heart for a reason. And I'm not going to ignore my talent. I know sometimes I don't believe in myself. And I feel like a lot of people are like that. You'll have your days where you feel like, oh, I'm not cut out for this. But if it's something that you think about every single day, like, I just think it's meant for you. And I feel like each time it just gets easier and easier as well. The more you like push yourself and challenge yourself to step into that version of yourself that you're meant to be.
So with your music, do you sort of want to stick to the same style, or how do you want your sound to change over the years?
I don't want to put myself in one niche, but just see where it takes me, to be honest. Because there's some music that I'm like, I really want it to be deep and emotional, and then sometimes I just want to have fun and like something to dance to. Like if you look at artists like Beyonce, she's so versatile. Like I'm pretty sure she's doing gonna release a rock album next. So who knows? I don't know, but I'm definitely open for it. R&B will always be like my number one. I'm tapping the microphone.
Nice.
R&B will always be like my number one though, definitely.
What does making music give to you internally as a woman?
I feel like making music as a woman, I think it's just a good way to express myself, even if it's like I've recorded a song and I don't even release it. I feel like it just needed to come out anyway. I think it's quite cool to make music, to be honest. Like I love when people ask what I do. I'm just like, oh, I do music. I think it's so cool because I feel like a lot of people as well, if they have a talent, they don't like pursue it, or they just don't believe in themselves. But it feels empowering to be able to actually say, you know what, I feel like I'm good at this. I enjoy it. It's my passion. So I'm going to go for it and put my foot forward.
As a woman, how do you sort of like get more in tune with your emotions?
How do I get in tune with my emotions? Journal. Express my feelings in my journal. Talk to God. I think it depends on how I'm feeling, because sometimes I just need time by myself, or go for a walk, listen to music. Sometimes maybe you just want to be in silence as well, or speak to friends, family. It just depends on the emotion.
What are different ways that you've learned to build your mindset over the years?
How I've learned to build my mindset, I would say it's definitely my parents doing, especially my mom. We've got loads of like self-help books at home. And I remember like reading, I think when I was like 11, 12, you know, The Secret?
Yeah.
You probably know that book, yeah. I've read that, obviously, when I was younger. I used to always watch like motivational videos on YouTube. I think it's just like the books I've read from a young age. I just feel like mindset is so important in anything you do, not even just like music, just life in general. And it's one of my passions, is to just inspire people to believe in themselves as well.
What are different ways that you've learned to build self-discipline when doing, obviously, you'd obviously do your career and then you do your music as well?
How I have discipline. That is another thing I've been working on this year as well, because I feel like I have such a busy life. I've got like 2 jobs, doing music, trying to do the gym as well. I feel like for me, it's knowing that I've got goals, and I don't want to look back in 10 years' time and think, wow, like I could have done so much more. And I'm still trying to find that balance of like not overworking myself. But sometimes when I feel like I don't want to do something, I just ask myself why not? And if I don't have a valid excuse, then there's no reason to not do it. And I just always like think of how my future self would feel, like the version of me tomorrow or in a year's time. I could try and like tap into that version, because I feel like just getting rid of the old you that maybe has certain habits. If you're trying to build new ones, you can't be the same version of yourself that you are now. It's about creating a new version that's already inside.
How have you learned to manage your time?
How have I learned to manage my time? I do manage my time quite well. Calendar. My calendar is my best friend. I literally write everything in there. I think like I'll have my gym workouts in my notes. I know that I'm in the studio at least 2 Saturdays a month in London. And then obviously I've got my other job that I do on a weekend as well. I just feel like calendar, literally calendar, and writing stuff down, having a to-do list. Otherwise it's not going to get done.
I want to go back to something earlier where we spoke about obviously your studio process.
Yeah.
How have you learned to build your vocal abilities in the studio over the years?
In the studio?
Yeah.
Or just in general? How have I improved my vocal ability? I have had a few singing lessons. I think just like practicing. I'm always singing, always in the car, in the shower, everywhere. I feel like just listening to certain artists as well. I feel like naturally, without consciously like trying to, you do sort of mimic artists. I would say warm-ups, but I'll be lying because I barely warm up my voice, but I probably should. I think it's just practice. I think because I sing every day, it's like you're naturally gonna improve. And like listening to, like, if you record yourself singing a cover or something, and then like obviously you keep working on it, you're gonna see that difference from practice.
I wanted to dive a bit into your fitness stuff.
Okay.
So obviously you've started your new thing you've created like a whole community around
Yeah.
fitness. So could you just go into that a bit?
Yeah, so with fitness, obviously I've been going to the gym for quite a few years. And then this year I've been going to some fitness classes that are in Birmingham. It's just so fun because everyone's there to work out, but then like it's such a good community. Like I've met a lot of girls through there. So I went to one of the classes like a couple months ago, and I was like, guys, like let's go on a hike. And then I was like, if I have an idea, I have to execute straight away. I can't just like say, oh, let's do this, and then it doesn't happen. No. I made the group chat that day and I was like, let's do this. So we did it, and then we did another one, and then I was like, you know what? I feel like I can make this something a bit bigger. I don't really have a vision for it, but I guess like for me, it's the fitness and the community as well. Even though I'm passionate about music, I'm very passionate about you know, female empowerment and community as well. Because I just have fun doing fitness. I don't know, I don't really go out clubbing or anything. I like being outdoors. I like the simple things.
Okay. What advice do you have for women who are trying to empower themselves?
Advice I have for women trying to empower themselves: definitely focus on the way that you're speaking to yourself. Speak to yourself as you would your younger self or your best friend or someone that you love, because the way you speak to yourself is so important. You have to speak life into your goals. Don't be mean to yourself. Always speak positive about yourself, and affirmations are obviously good as well. So I would say definitely focus on the way you speak with yourself. I'd read like self-help books as well, and YouTube.
What ways have you sort of learned to like shift your inner dialogue and your inner voice from like negative to like more positive?
I think like it's always about what you consume, whether it's books, social media, your friends, the people that are around you, because your environment has a big impact on you as well. So I would just say that I've always made sure to keep good people around me. I guess that does help.
So what was your sort of home environment like growing up, and how did that influence you as a person?
Okay, my home environment was full of love. That's why I feel like I like to think I'm a loving, loving person. Especially my mom. Like my mom was always, you know, spoke life into the things that I'm doing and been like affirmative to me as well. So I feel like naturally I've just like carried that on with myself as well. I feel like my home life and my childhood was pretty positive, so I feel like that's definitely had a good impact on me. I've definitely had a couple bad experiences, not like family wise, but maybe in other areas of my life at a young age, but I feel like they've shaped me into the woman I am today. Yeah, like things do hurt, but they can make you become a better person, and I think it's always about what you learn from things as well.
What advice do you have for artists who are trying to improve their songwriting abilities?
Advice for songwriters? I think just like keep practicing every day, because sometimes I'll have an idea or a lyric and then I won't go back to it or I won't finish it, and I think that's imposter syndrome or thinking it's not good enough. But I also think that when it comes to ideas and creativity, you just got to let it flow out of you. You can't force it, and I feel like if the ideas come, then just carry on working on it, and if it's not something you release, then fair enough. But I feel like that's part of the journey, but that's something I'm still learning myself, because songwriting is one of the things that I don't have a lot of confidence in. Like some songwriters could write for other people and be an artist themselves, whereas me, I think I'm more just like write for myself. Maybe in the future, I don't know.
How do you know when a song's ready to release?
Like this is the final version. I feel like when I've done the demo, like I say the final demo, listen to it in the car, it's on repeat for like the next week, and it's really annoying because like you might love the song at first, but then you end up like not hating it, but like when you've listened to it like for hours in the studio repeating things, it's like, wow, I need a break from this. And I think also when you play it to your friends and family, I don't play it to everybody, but like some friends, like certain friends, I'll like send the demo to you and they're like, this needs to be released now. And I'm like, oh yeah, like soon. So I feel like it's also the people around you because sometimes they have faith in you more than you do. And I feel like it's good to hear what other people think as well, because like you're the one that's created it from scratch. Do you know what I mean? Like they're listening to the final demo, the final version, whereas you've like built it up. So I feel like it's nice to have an opinion from someone else's ears as well.
What are some different ways that you try to overcome procrastination when working?
Overcoming procrastination, I think like building a routine as well. I feel like, as I said, if it's in your calendar or you've written it down, then you know exactly what you're doing. Whereas sometimes if I know that I've got a lot to do, like music wise or gym or just life in general, sometimes it will get so overwhelming. That's because I haven't actually sat down with myself and written everything down that I need to do. And I think that just makes things much easier as well.
So as you progress as an artist, what are some ways that you want to be like perceived as an artist in terms of developing a particular style, aesthetic, character?
I don't want to be perceived as an artist. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. Definitely, if I'm talking about my music or like my future music, I obviously want to make people feel inspired. I want to be relatable. I want people to be able to, whatever mood they're in, they can listen to a song of mine. Like, you know, there'll be maybe an artist that you're listening to if you're like feeling sad or, you know, you're feeling a bit emotional. I want to be like an all-rounded artist. Like if you look at Beyonce, whatever mood you're in, you can pick a song or an album to listen to. I think like that would be my goal.
So what are some different collaborations that you want to do?
Collaborations. I don't listen to a lot of male artists. Like I was about to say strictly female. It's not strictly female. I would love to collab with Jed Soul. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's really good. Who else? Kamari. Trying to think of some female artists as well. I don't know, there's so many. But yeah, I would say like those female artists. I love when like a male and female I want a song.
Do you want to do like live performances, or like what are some next steps for you?
Next steps, I'd definitely like to do more live performances. I've done 2 this year, which I hadn't performed since I was like 17, 18, and now I'm 22. So like that was really exciting. Like I did a performance with a live band a couple months ago, and I haven't performed with a live band since I was in BOA, because I went to BOA like for school, and it was so good. I love performing, so definitely more performances, into getting into those spaces. I feel like putting myself in spaces where maybe the past me wouldn't think that I deserve to be in that space. But yeah, performances and then like stuff like this.
What was your experience like doing a live performance for the first time?
The first time I performed live was when I was like 8, when I sang live.
Okay.
Am I allowed to yap?
just talk.
Okay, so I actually used to dance. So when I was like 2.5 until I was 12. So I've always been used to performing on stage. So I feel like the first time I sang live was actually at a dance show when I was like 8. And I just loved it. I love being on stage so much. I just feel like I'm in my element, I'm in my own world, and it just feels fun. And I feel like I do have a lot of confidence performing as well.
What was your experience like performing, obviously, very recently with a live band as well? So
fun. Performing with a live band is so fun. I feel like, because I did one show one weekend and then I performed with the live band the following weekend, and I sang the same songs. So I was performing like a cover of SASHA Keyboard Y, and with the live band it was so good because I feel like you're just able to go crazy. Like I just improv'd at the end, and it just felt good. It's live music. I want to perform with a live band every single time I perform.
So what are some ways that you want to push yourself creatively as an artist when making music?
Okay, how I want to push myself creatively as an artist, I think back to the songwriting thing, I definitely need to work on that like in my free time, whatever free time I do get. So I'll definitely say that. And dance as well. I know I said I've obviously used to dance. I actually do want to start dancing again because I feel like I want to perform. I don't just want to stand and sing. Obviously, that's fun sometimes, but like if it's like an upbeat song, I want to be able to perform. So I definitely say getting back into dancing, and then just like having more confidence in songwriting and just making more time for it. Yeah.
Are there any ways that you want to experiment with different genres of music as you progress?
Does it sound bad if I say not at the moment?
Yeah, but it's your like opportunity to like speak it into reality. Like,
Oh yeah,
like what you want to do. Just say what you want to do.
definitely. I love garage and house music as well. I don't listen to it a lot, but like I do love listening to it. What else? I don't know. I am open, actually. I'm not going to be closed off. Definitely open to exploring different things. I think obviously now I'm doing R&B, but who knows like where it might go.
So what sort of ways do you sort of incorporate self-love into your life, and what advice do you have for people who are trying to learn self-love more?
Okay, how do I incorporate self-love more? Going back to the affirmations, always speak kindly about yourself. Make time for self-care. Go on solo dates, get to know yourself. I feel like that's really important. Like as much as I love spending time with my friends and family, but I think it's good to have that balance and feel confident enough to be by yourself. Also like I feel like self-discipline comes into self-love as well. You know, like having that discipline to get things done. Because I feel like those things come hand in hand as well. But yeah, I'd say those things mainly. I think it's a very important thing to have love for yourself. I feel like it's all about energy. If you don't love yourself, how can you expect people to love you? People love you regardless, but like you should love yourself.
100%. So yeah, just for the viewer, what sort of like can we expect for you in terms of new releases for music?
What can you expect? Hopefully at least one release this year.
Now you've got to say I am going
to release this year. I am going to release this year. I did tell myself that I wanted to release like 3 songs this year. And we're now in June. I have been working, like I have been in the studio a lot, so I can give myself that credit. But I feel like I'm just too much of a perfectionist, which I think is a good thing because it's like I have standards for myself and a vision. But like you just need to release. Like I'm never going to get to where I want to be if these songs are just sitting on my little hard drive.
I'll just give the viewer your social media handles.
Yeah, so I think my Instagram and my TikTok is _ERIN SKEETE. That is SKEETE.
It's been an episode of Energy Inside Motion with my guest, Erin. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.